have to say the truth. I know that maybe some people will.
You're not speaking the truth. And you claim you're a Christian. But in the same sentence, you say that those people and those children deserved to die because of who they voted for? Ooh, I am beyond angry. My grandfather was a minister. He ran ministry in China. My adopted mother and all of her siblings were born in China during the war. My mother was born in 1932. My grandfather ran a church in Medford, Oregon. And my grandfather would never put the blame on the people that perished in the Texas flood because of whom they voted for. And then furthermore, you go to say that all Texans vote. I didn't. I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for Kamala Harris neither. I stayed out of it. But it doesn't matter who people vote for. God is not unaliving people because of who they voted for. God is not hurtful. This needs to stop. It was not a religious war. It's not politics fell into it, yes, but it's not a political war. It was a tropical storm. The only problem is that Trump and his administration took away the NOAA and the warning system so people could get the word out and get to safety. That's it. You know, the people here in Texas, including myself, are living in hell at this time, and we don't need blasphemers making it worse. You have the right to your opinion, and I will respect that. But when you're spreading false information and putting your 2 cents in when it is completely false and incorrect, that makes me angry. That needs to stop. I live an hour or so from San Angelo, and I live 3 hours and 44 minutes from Kerrville, Texas. This is my daily life coming on social media. Watching, seeing, hearing, and feeling. And I am so absolutely sick and tired of people blaming the voters. The haters are the ones that don't understand how it all happened. You don't understand how your vote goes to the Electoral College, and the Electoral College makes the final decision. But again, it doesn't matter who voted for who. Every single president has done something crappy to the American people, has lied during their campaign, and has not fulfilled the promise that they promised going into presidency. You will never make me believe that because somebody voted red, that their child deserved to die. Stop it already. Stop it. Your words are fueled by complete and utter ignorance. A true Christian would never believe that God smited all of those people because of who they voted for. We have something called Mother Nature, and she is a fury not to be messed with. And it happens. It's a natural disaster. Yes, Trump cut 600 jobs. Yes, the word didn't get out. No, it is not because they voted for him. I don't care if you're right or if you're left. I will never tell somebody you fucked up because you voted for Trump. I will never tell somebody it's your fault because you voted for Trump, because it's not. Trump and his administration are the only ones responsible for what happened. Trump is the only one that has the power to do what he did. The only one. It was his choice and solely his choice. But to come on here and say that innocent children were cut down in the prime of their life because of who their parents voted for is blasphemy. I won't stand for it. Those children didn't deserve it. Nobody in those floodwaters deserved it, regardless of who they voted for, regardless of their religion, regardless if they didn't have religion. They were human lives that were cut down. That's all there is to it. But remember, every time you put somebody down, you speak about them as if you know them, and you say they deserve what they get for who they voted for, God is watching you, and he's hearing it, and he's shaking his head saying no. Because let's not forget, God is not a hateful God. When earth is done, then we will be judged, not while we are on earth. But I absolutely can't stand this. My grandfather would be so ashamed of every single one of you that is being extremely hateful in a time of need. I loved my grandfather with all my heart. He was the wisest man I had ever met in my life. And he passed away when I was about 9 years old. My grandfather still reigns through me. And I don't believe that he would be one bit happy or agree with anything any of you haters are saying. My grandfather loved his children. My grandfather loved his grandchildren. My grandfather loved his neighbors. I never knew one man that my grandfather turned away because of the color of his skin, because of his religion, or what walk of life he came from, his beliefs. My grandfather loved the way that God wanted us to love. And I try my hardest every day to love those who are broken. But you make it really hard to keep loving you when you spew such evil, hatred speech. I will pray that your heart heals and that you treat people with better kindness. Because a true Christian doesn't judge. They uplift, love, and protect.